amateur sports, these Olympic sports, are some of the most corrupt things I've ever seen. So, I mean, and that was kind of a bad thing about judo for Ronda too. She was around some really bad people. You know, there are a few good people, but a lot of really bad ones. And in MMA, she's around some people that I think are really bad for her. And one of the reasons that I never wanted, my youngest daughter wanted to, you know, audition when she was younger, and I absolutely flat refused to do it when she was a kid. You know, a couple of her friends did like, you know, commercials and Disney shows, and I was absolutely positively not. Because there's that whole entertainment crowd, you know, I call them Hollywood people who, there's just, I could go on forever, but people who do not have her best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. You know, I think the people running UFC do because her best interests align with theirs. Mm-hmm. Their best interest is for her to be healthy for a long time and win a lot of fights and make a lot of money, and then they make a lot of money too. Good. But then there's other people that they want her to be associated with them, whether it's for her benefit or not. For example, I think it's terrible that Ronda's at the same gym so much. It's terrible because when she was young, and one of the reasons she got so good is I took her to lots of places because I cared more about her and her success than my name. So I don't care if anybody gives me credit. You know, I wanted her to do well. So there's an example of somebody who it does not have her best interest at heart. So sometimes your best interest aligned with those people and it's all good. And sometimes they don't. And there's a lot of people, and you know, John Jones, I think Chris Weidman said a really kind thing when John Jones got in all that trouble. And he said, people don't understand that when you're champion of the world, it's even more than being rich and famous. Everybody wants to be around the champion of the world, and you've got money and you're famous too. And no one tells you you're going off in the wrong direction. And yeah, so I worry about Ronda every day. Mm-hmm. This is why so many parents are so Catholic in the Latino community, because sometimes all you can do is pray.
Amazing. If you don't mind, and you don't have to, you know, we were talking about it when we started the interview, you specifically, Edmond, her coach now, who I believe is her striking coach, but he's the head coach. Are you at issues with the way that he's kind of corralling her? And
I think Edmond is a terrible coach, and I will say it publicly. I think he's a terrible coach. I think he hit the lottery when Ronda walked in there. She was winning before she ever met him. She was probably won 99% of the judo matches she ever fought in. She had won the, you know, she'd won the junior worlds when she was 17. She got a bronze medal in the Olympics. She got a silver medal in the World Championship. She was one of the top athletes in the world when she walked in there, and he wouldn't even give her the time of day for months. Somebody like that is a terrible coach. And I think she stays there because it's like somebody, you know, pitches a no-hitter when they're wearing red underwear and they wear that red underwear for every day. And I think it's superstition, and I would caution anybody from going there. And I think it's bad that he uses her to lure people in. And the reason I tell everybody, and I told Ronda, I'm not going to be quiet about this anymore. He's a bad person and people should not go there. Wow. And if he wants to sue me, that's my honest opinion. Well, and so try and prove it's not my opinion, because by God it is, and ask anybody who knows me.
Yeah, I don't think he can sue you for stating your opinion.
Sue away.
That's amazing.